Howdy y'all, it's Stone Hook in Orange, Texas. I got some Georgetown flakes over here. I'm gonna work one of them, I guess. I don't know. I'll work this one right here. And make a point. But I'm gonna show you real quick what I've been doing in blade. The last 6 blades I've made. It's that little strapping blade. Just put it in a deer leg bone with a cedar cap. Made a bird knife. Got a little fingernail. I don't. That's sad. Anyway, this right here, it was that Texas 4-step number 1, chapter 1 blade. They hafted it into a deer tan. Made a claw knife. Then the 4-step chapter 2, I didn't post making this blade because it was about like chapter 1. Just terrible percussion knapping, followed up by trying to salvage it with a pressure flaker. But this handle here, I took a piece of cedar strip and glued a koala cactus scale on it. When I made them other handles, I saw off the sides of the koala cactus and had these little cut-offs left, so that's what I glued onto a cedar strip. Made a nice little handle. A leather wrapping. And this here was the 4-step blade number 3. And I've wanted to make a handle like this for years and just never done it. But I took 2 deer tines and put a hole through that one and fitted that tine in there and fitted them together with right there. And man, it's just binded together. It made a good strong handle. A good tight fit. But look like frog legs. But then the 2-step number 4, I guess it was. I didn't post this one either because it was really bad percussion napping, just followed up by salvaging it with a pressure flaker. I put that one in a deer leg bone with some rawhide from a deer my wife killed. But them leg bones, they're hollow like that right there, and that makes them easy to fit a blade into. Kind of bone is brittle when you get those sharp edges along them edges there. And this was that needle tip blade. I have to back up a little bit. I made the other day. And this handle was just a hickory strip with koala cactus glued on both sides. Made a good looking handle. Good tight fit. But man, I got some coveralls with a long pocket on the side. I slid this knife down in that pocket and forgot about it when I took them coveralls off. This knife fell out and hit on the handle and bounced and hit the edge of the wall and broke the tip off. Broke that little needle tip off of it. I'm lucky that's all that got broke on it. Anyways, that's what I did with them last 6 blades. And then the old darn cat's trying to figure to jump on me here. You better not. Dadgum you. Go. You better get moving. Move. Yeah. She got a place to lay on both sides here. But that ain't your place to get right on my little pile of rocks here. In my flake, she knocked the flake off. I think she just tries to do whatever will aggravate me the most. Hey, I hear something banging around outside. I'm gonna go see. Okay, I'm back. I didn't see nothing. Sounded like Bigfoot was out there though. While I was out there, I grabbed up this tool that I got. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit where you can see it. It's just a, I don't know, better zoom out a little more. It's like a hammer on one side and just a rounded gouge. Not a gouge, really. It's more like an adze. It's got a curved surface here and a curved surface here. It makes a kind of rounded end on it, but it's got a heck of a shape to it. Just a little short handle. I've been using this bad boy as a scraper. It just cuts through thick painted texture on a wall. But it worked you out really bad. It needs a motor on it. I'm gonna zoom back in and get back on my little flake though. If anybody knows what that thing is, I'd like to know. I picked it up at the flea market for like $5. They had $15 marked on it, but they were clearing out most everything, so he said $5. Okay. Anyway, this is your flake. I guess well, this same flake. Yeah, I guess it is. These flakes like this, these sides is normally a concavity. That side really got a rolled up concavity, so you can't drive flakes right there. This side, you can kind of drive flakes a little bit, but I'm going to set me a platform and just kind of knock off some of that ridge right there first thing. Get rid of that and get rid of, got a lot of bull percussion left right here on this. I reckon that's going to be the tip end. I'm going to knock some of this. I'm going to go ahead and hit this first. That gives me a little better access to get to this big spot. Well, it's just a big kind of too steep square edge there, so I'm going to kind of start right back here taking some little flakes until I get up to it right and kind of get a flake maybe right there. Weaken it up a little bit. There's June bug. He flew. Get that little bit of a ridge. I don't want this flake. That flake went farther than I anticipated, so I want this one to feather out like right there. I'm gonna turn it down just higher enough to. Oop, I missed. Golly, look. I missed way to the left. I missed that way over here. Yeah, that's bad concavity right there, so I'm gonna just take some short flakes. to try to start killing that concavity a little bit right there. And then right here, I want to get the cortex out the way. I didn't take very big flakes, just little short ones. They kind of help. That's definitely a convexity right there close to the edge, but it ain't up there. It still rose up. I thought it probably could have took a little bit bigger flake right there. I still got a little extra mass right here, so I'm going to run some more flakes right there and move this edge right back there a little bit closer. Before I do that, though, I'm going to work on down here and get rid of some of this. It's a lot of excess rock out there. It's so thin and just a big concavity right there. All you can do is take some short flakes just to kill that concavity just a little bit right along the edge. And flip it over this way and take some short flakes. Actually, this side's got almost concavity right there, so it can't be nothing but little bitty short flakes like this. What this is doing though is working that edge back. It's getting it thicker. As it works back, it gets thicker. And the objective would be to have a kind of convex contour on both sides. Maybe, unless you really need to work towards one side like I kind of do here. I need to work towards this side. So sometimes that play into the strategy a little bit. That's still concavity, big time. That I might could drive a flake through that. I don't know for sure, but yes, that's getting way better feeling. Still got a little uphill climb right there, but I'm gonna probably try to knock that cortex off, and then they'll travel good. I'm gonna take one more little set of short flakes right there just to increase that decrease the cavity actually. Matter of fact though, I'm gonna set up this here. I don't know if you look down, it's kind of twisted. I need some mass off right there, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. Or just get some flakes run out there a little better. I can get a little better convexity by running them flakes a little bit farther right there. That one didn't go farther. Cortex right there is kind of in the way. I'm gonna go ahead and knock that cortex off the end. I like to go ahead and hit the cortex back just a little bit. First thing, that helps this bevel not be trying to drive through cortex or hit on cortex actually. I don't know if I'll ever get past that cortex right there on the base, but I think that's going to be real close getting past it right there. I think I'm going to go ahead and bevel this a little bit better and try to knock some of it off from this side. That's still a concavity. I didn't get a good hit on that one at all. That just crumbled the edge. I probably should have hit farther back this way because I was right in the edge of a concavity right there. We'll just try to drop a bomb on it right there. I kind of missed to the left. Need some short flakes, that's still concavity. I think I missed to the right. I just need this flake to go like right there and feather out. I'm gonna take a short flake right there. And try to run this one that's right there. I missed that platform a while ago. I needed a flake right there. Hit too short. Did a little bit of concavity right there, but I'm gonna try. Actually, I think I'm gonna drive one right up this ridge first, soften that up, so I have a better chance of feathering out if I do clear that ridge out there. Cause if I try to drive this flake, it kind of got a platform. It ain't very good. But if I try to drive that, to get right up there, then it hit that concavity, and I think I'm gonna be better off to try to knock off that little point right there from this side, then drive that flake. Well, it's not a very pretty place to hit. If I hit it right there. I think I can get one more right there before I try to hit that from that side. A little mass right here, though, I need to knock that off and get my edge back closer to this side. That flake turned out pretty good there because all the mass right here. So I'm gonna take a little short flake, set them up the next flake up, be like right here. Dang, I missed to the left. got just a little bit of a ridge right there. I think I might could weaken that up a little bit with. See, that one little ridge, I was able to just take off, just totally transform that whole end right there. Now, and maybe another ridge right here to come in there and get some more of that mass right there. I need to drive a flake right there, but this platform is not very good. I reckon I can straighten it up some, but I just took too big a flake and kind of killed my ridge. Granny stone so out of shape, I can't hardly tell. It's hard to get a good angle to grind with it. I think I'm gonna go ahead and hit this one right here. Oh no, man, I need to hit this one first. Kind of hit to the right on that flake. I meant to hit right there and get a little bit bigger flake. Hit to the left on that one. A little too far up on there. Hitting too short, then when I finally hit it, I hit to the left. Need to get my swing lined up bad. Been 25 minutes. I guess that's about where I normally start fouling up. I'm gonna try to just make a couple more decent hits here. And then press flake this thing. I missed that. I'm gonna do it right. I don't like the way that looks right there, so I'm gonna kind of grind this top edge and make sure I get a good bevel right there. I missed to the left. Right? It worked out, but I sure wanted that flake. Just now I gotta take another one kind of. I got a ridge right across there, I guess. I'm gonna say this side's got the most mass. It kind of does, so I'm gonna hit it first. I ain't gonna hit on that end no more. I guess looking at it, let's see. A little ridge right there I'd like to knock off. Maybe a little bit of mass right through there. I missed. Missed again. I better quit hitting on the darn thing, really. That tip's sure still out of whack. It's got a little extra mass right there too, so. I think I can pressure flake it though. My hitting done gone out the window. We'll just hit this tip one good round there. Get more pad. I'm gonna start right here on this tip. That's where all the extra mass is. This base end looks like it's gonna flake pretty good. I just need to straighten up the tip. Well, I got some boogers there too. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of work on that a little bit. I think I need to turn the camera a little bit down. That's too far down. Don't take much to be off when you zoomed in like this. I'm gonna just try to take off that dang big old thick spot right there where I was missing. I'm just kind of going down through there hitting the ridges a little bit, what I can get. If I don't got a ridge where I can't drive it or nothing, I'm just kind of popping off little short flakes just to strengthen that edge and kind of bevel it toward this other side too. One tip's so out of whack. I need a lot off here and here. That flake right there just helped these keep smoothing out, because it was a little high spot right there where it would have caused these flakes to not terminate very smooth. Dang it, I think that flake might have went all the way over there and almost cut off the edge. It did take a little bit of that edge off. Darn it. Still got a big low spot right there. This is actually a high spot. A lot of times I use them little ridges that's left over from that last set of pressure flaking to put some more flakes way on out there. Let this give away before I was ready, but it did do pretty good considering. I'm gonna grind this one a little bit better. Dang, I think that went over there and took a little bit off the edge too. That has a little broke flake right there already. I just kind of broke it off first. That side got pretty good profile now, for the most part. More. I'll thick that down through there, so I'm gonna just go ahead and flake anything that's still low on this side a little bit, just to help move that edge back this way. I ain't gonna try to drive these flakes much unless it just looks like it'll drive. Other than that, they just gonna be kind of short flakes to terminate smooth and move my edge up a little bit. back heel guy. Look pretty good, except right there it's a little bit low. I could use a little bit more bevel, but I think I'm just gonna scrunch it over and try to get them flakes run out to the middle of this side. It's just a light scrunch, just enough to kind of turn that edge just a little bit. Enough to seat that tool right there on that edge. Yeah, I'm gonna hit this tip just one more round. Make sure ain't no burrs on it. I did most of my mass really. Like right here. Looking down it, that's this little area right there is the closest to it, so that's where I'm gonna start right there. I got a little bit too much shoulder on that side of the point anyway. Slip. I don't know how well it's down there. Let's see. Just a bit. Down there where I took them flakes, I was right down on it. Try to get rid of any of them lips. And then I got them little ridges. I can put them flakes back out on them bigger ridges a little bit and just thin that a little bit more, I believe. I'm just work them way down this edge though, pushing the flakes in the can. I got a kind of low spot right there, so I probably ain't gonna push much right there. But other than that, I can push them all the way, especially right there too. Now I just got past that low spot, so I'm gonna start pushing these a little bit farther. Well, I'm gonna call that good enough and just kind of straighten up the edges a little bit because the profile's okay. It ain't got no real bad high spots or low spots or nothing, and the flakes look pretty good. So I'm gonna just clean up the edges. Kind of got just a little, maybe straighten it up left to do on the tip. And I sure meant to talk more when I was pressure flaking here, but my confidence was kind of low. Tip kind of crumbling on me right there at the end. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. little too much shoulder steel right there. It's been 58 minutes. I started to say when I started this video I got about 1 hour to nap, so worked out good. Just wish I would have talked more, explained this pressure flaking, what I'm doing a little better. I'm going to. I'm working up my courage to talk more, I guess, and say what I'm doing, because I really sometimes just don't feel like I know what I'm doing enough to explain it. But anyway, made a nice little blade. And I'll be back.